Hey guys, it's Functional Fitness Friday and I'm Dr. Rick. Today what we want to go over is the functional movement of the squat. So when you're teaching the squat, especially in the water, sometimes it can be a little bit difficult and cueing is essential for this exercise. So when I look at teaching the squat in the water, most of the movement is going to be happening at those hip joints. Like we talked about with the hip hinge, again, initiating it from the hip. I think when a lot of people teach the squat, they'll talk about, don't bring those knees over your toes or bend those knees. I think that if people say, bend those hips and sit down and back, the knees are going to come over the toes a little bit, but more of the force is going to be happening in the glutes and the posterior chain musculature. So like you talked about before, make sure you have good mobility in those hips and ankles. Because a lot of times people with knee issues, it's the knee is the monkey in the middle. You want to make sure you have good mobility in that hip joint as well as that ankle joint in order to create a proper pattern. So what I want to do is, again, show you just how I teach the squat, and I will have my lovely camera lady behind the camera kind of pan down a little bit. And so how I do it is, again, keep equal pressure on the balls of the feet, in the heels of the feet, and then initiate from the hips, sitting down and back. And it's okay for the knees to come over the toes a little bit, but you just don't want this to happen. You also don't want that medial knee to kind of collapse down and in. In the water, a lot of times what I find is people, again, you'll see that medial compartmental collapse do that, but again, cue them to sit back and down and pressure on the heels and the balls equally and then come up. From there, a nice progression that I find to kind of really just pick out a lot of dysfunction is a single leg squat. So I would have them start holding the side of the pool. And again, same thing applies. Sit down and back, lift one leg up, and then drop down, and then up. What you'll see a lot with this is you're going to see, again, I'll have her pan down. What you're going to see is you're going to see a lot of kind of disc collapse here, either from proximal glute weakness, and they're going to come in this way, just a medial collapse. So what I want to do is show you a video of the bilateral squat as well as a single leg squat. And if you look at my video of the single leg squat, you'll notice when I do a single leg squat on my left leg, it looks great. When I do it on my right leg, I collapse a lot in. And that's because about 4 weeks after when I shot this video, 4 weeks before, I had knee surgery. I had some meniscus surgery. So I didn't have that stability in that right side. So you can see that medial collapse. So watch for that. So check out the videos. And again, you want any good aquatic educational training, pan into rickmcavoyaquatics.com. Hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys next Friday.